Okay friends, so I have somebody that I want you to meet. Let me go get him. He's kind of shy, so, you know, be gentle with him, but let me go get him. Hi. Oh my god, he's purring. For those of you who know me, you know that this is Winkle, our semi-feral outside cat. And I'm sure you're probably super surprised to see him as well. Of course, it's not focusing on me. Don't we love that? He's so cute. Oh my god, look at him. This is my soul cat. This is my boy, and I'm gonna tell the story today of what is going on with him, and I need your help in trying to figure out what to do. You wanna go up here, buddy? Inside. Can you believe it? This boy is inside. And there are other cats in the room. Nemo is in here. Oh, he's rubbing against the camera. Nemo, his son, is in here, and he gets along with everyone. He is such a sweet boy. He has not hissed or growled at anyone else. Everyone else has hissed and growled at him, which is very mean. But he has met everyone and has gone well. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up. So, as you all probably know, Wink was a outdoor cat that came to us about 4 years ago, and he brought a pregnant girlfriend. He just started showing up. Oh, it's okay, Nemo. We still have to watch them pretty carefully just to make sure that no fights happen. So the rule was always, if a cat came to our door, we don't feed it unless it looks like it is super skinny and nobody is feeding it and it keeps coming back asking for help. And that's what happened with Wink. He just started coming to our door, peeking in through the glass, and he was so sad looking. But the weird thing is, we would open the door and he would take off like a shot and not even look back. He started coming more often, and that's him playing. And we started feeding him because he was so skinny. So obviously nobody was feeding him. Then he brought his pregnant girlfriend, and she ended up having kittens, and we ended up trapping those kittens, and Nemo is one of those kittens and Bunny is the other kitten. So we ended up keeping some of his kids and then fostered the rest and adopted them out through Forgotten Cats. Then we neutered him, spayed Wave, his pregnant girlfriend who still lives on our deck, but we call him semi-feral because I think he's actually wasn't born feral, but I think he became super scared and traumatized of humans because when they did his neuter, they found that somebody had shot at him with a shotgun. And he had had hernia because of it, that they had to do a hernia repair. And so he has had like a very traumatic life. And so maybe he's not semi-feral, maybe he was just a super traumatized cat, but he has like very much surprised us. So when we neutered him, we brought him inside, and I had wanted to make him, there he goes, an indoor cat. And he was living in our bathroom here, and he just started scratching at the trimming around our window like he was a wild cat. He just totally tore it up, so we let him back outside because he wanted to go back outside after he was fully healed from his hernia surgery. So we ended up keeping 2 kittens. We probably only would have kept 1 and kept him inside, but he didn't want to be inside at that time. He has wanted to come inside since then, honestly. I think he regrets his decision. He's become more and more tame since then. I was able to pick him up outside. We would cuddle a little bit. He was still jumpy and easily scared, but pretty good. So fast forward to earlier this year, he had a massive, massive swelling on his neck. This happened twice. It would swell, he would stop eating, he would stop drinking, he wouldn't let us anywhere near him. So there was no way that we could even try catching him in a feral cat trap because those are based on food and he wasn't eating. And he was just looking awful. And then it would burst, it would like split open, it would drain blood and all this other stuff. It was really a very traumatic experience because we thought he was dying, and then he would feel better. And this happened twice. And the second time we were like, we need to take him to the emergency room. So after like 5 or 6 days of not eating and it draining again, he let us catch him and we took him to our new vet. They looked at him and they were like, yeah, we're not exactly sure what this is. It could have been a fight, it could be an abscessed tooth, but they ended up not stitching it up. It was like a really massive cut where it had split open because they said then he would have to wear a cone. And this boy is not wearing a cone, but they were like, if you can keep him inside for a couple of days, at least for it to stay as clean and sterile as possible, that would be great. So that's what we've been doing. We were keeping him in this bathroom. He was doing really well. and was not scratching at the window and did not really want to go back outside. He gained back so much weight, thank goodness, because he was looking so skinny and sad. So he's looking very healthy now. Now the complication comes in here. He is FIV positive, which means that he is easily sick. He can get really, really sick from stuff, like especially being outside is not good for an FIV positive cat. But up until this point, we have not been able to bring him inside for so many reasons. The problem is that we were so nervous to introduce him to our other cats because FIV You good? I don't know what he's getting into up there. FIV is spread by deep bites, and we weren't sure how Aurora, our really, really aggressive, mean cat inside, was gonna do with him, but she actually did super well. The problem is if a cat runs, so she hates Baby and tries to murder Baby because Baby runs every time she sees her because she's tried to kill her in the past. So that's why this is Aurora's room, and we have to keep the doors closed all the time, and Baby gets the rest of the house. So we were really nervous about introducing him to Aurora. We were also really nervous about introducing him to his son Nemo because Nemo is quite territorial, especially with other male cats. So we were very nervous about all of that and had no idea how any of that was gonna go. So he's been in our bathroom for almost 2 months now, and so far we have introduced him to everyone. Everyone has been very mean except for Wink. Wink has been the sweetest, biggest, most adorable baby, and he actually gets really sad when the other cats growl and hiss at him. He'll be like, and he'll like trill at them and get really excited and want to hang out, and then they'll just growl or hiss at him, and he will really get depressed, and he will go and like sit in a corner and be so sad. So that's sad. Here he comes, and his son is actually right here. Let's see what happens. See, there's the trill, and there's the hissing from his son. This is such a good explanation in real time. Nemo, leave your father alone. That's what I thought. And then he'll just back down. That has been what has currently been happening. Now, going forward, we are not exactly sure what to do. A safety concern with Winkle is that he keeps walking on this banister, and he has really, really bad balance. He will fall off of a countertop and just slip right off. And he keeps walking on this banister. So if anyone has any ideas or suggestions of how to get this boy to stop doing that, I will yell at him. I will run upstairs and grab him off of it. But it is giving me heart attacks. Meow, come here, son. Come on, Winkle, come here, right here, right here, right here. We're here, we're right, come here. Hi. Oh, sweet boy, come here. Big boy, I mean, look how big he is. He really has gained a lot of weight, which is good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. There he is. That's my boy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. He's like, I don't know about this. It's okay. You can go down if you want. Yeah, he's not a big fan of this right here. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the banister. So if anyone has any ideas of how to get him to cut it out, and oh, he's checking out. That's called a vlog camera, my boy. Yeah, recording your story, son. If anyone has any ideas of how to get him to stop walking on this banister, please let me know, because we have to babysit him 24/7 right now if he's out of the bathroom. One, because of the whole banister thing, and two, just to make sure that he doesn't get in a fight with any of the other cats and they don't like attack him or something, because if they attacked him, he definitely would defend himself. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. And another complication is that he seems to be deaf. When we did take him to the vet like a month or two ago, he did have 2 ear infections, so an ear infection in each ear. He has one ear, as you probably saw, that is like lays down, probably from ear mites. They have warned us several years ago that like, yeah, that can probably lead to a lot of ear infections and that can lead to deafness. But he seems to be totally deaf in the ear that's down, and in the ear that's up, he doesn't have great hearing. And I don't know what is going on, if he is blind now too, but he has a really hard time locating, like he can feel things moving. So like if we're walking or something, he can feel it moving. So he knows something's happening, but he can't like echolocate where that is because of the whole sound thing. But he also can't seem to really find us with his eyes. And he seems to lack object permanence. So if I sit down here, who's that? Is that Nemo? I swear to God, if you scratch that boy. Oh, Nemo. 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 Oh my God. Our other children are such menaces in the world. Okay. Yeah, so like if I'm sitting here and he saw me sitting here, but then I'm not moving, getting up and moving around, he will walk around the room trilling, being like, I've lost my humans. I don't know where anyone is. Hi, Nemo. And it makes him really sad and he gets kind of depressed and confused. He seems really confused. So we're not sure if this is like related to the whole ear infection thing. His ear infections should be totally cleared up by now. I don't know what is going on. If he's going senile, like he's probably between 6 to 10 years old, which for an outdoor cat is pretty old. And I'm so glad we brought him in when we did, because I don't think he would have survived in the wild, not being able to hear or see and lacking object permanence. I just don't know what is going on with this boy. All right, editing Sierra here. So we did take him to the vet. And unfortunately, my son Winkle has brain damage. She tested his hearing and he's definitely deaf, fully in the one ear, the other ear. She tested his eyesight and she said she got really, I wasn't at this vet appointment, I had another doctor's appointment, but my mom took him and the vet got really close to his eye and she's like, he's not even blinking, he's not trying to get away, something is wrong. And so they think that what happened is during one of the times when his throat swelled up, he got meningitis and he got permanent brain damage. And so that is causing a bunch of issues like his lack of object permanence and being confused and seeming to be almost senile, and then also like falling a lot and falling off of things. So the banister continues to still be a massive problem. Also, she said that if he goes outside again, he will probably just be eaten by a wild animal. And so the plan has changed, and if we are going to keep this man alive with brain damage, he has to stay inside. So we have to figure this out. We have to make the inside work, and we have to have everybody get along, and we have to have him not fall off the banister. So any suggestions you have for any of this, please let us know. This is my soul cat, so I would die for him. I would do anything for this man, but he is very high maintenance right now. The whole like babysitting him so he doesn't fall to his death, that's pretty stressful. And then anytime we leave the house, we have to put him back in the bathroom, which it's a pretty big bathroom, so like it's fine. It is just like a lot. And I don't know exactly what to do. I don't know where to go from here, but I do know that I would do anything for that boy. And so we're just trying to navigate this situation as best as we can. So yeah, he is doing really well and he is just such a sweetheart and he has done so well with all the introductions to the other cats and I'm so proud of him. But the whole walking on the banister thing, not proud of him for that. So anyway, if you have any suggestions, please comment them below and I will talk to you all soon, my friends. I'll keep you updated on the situation. I hope things get better. I hope we get everything figured out and the introductions go well and the house just returns to normal, because it is really stressful introducing a new animal to the house, which they've all met him before through the screen door. They've all met him, but they're acting like he's totally new and they're so mad at us for bringing him in. So anyway, I will talk to you soon, my friends. Please let me know if you have any thoughts and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.